Hi everyone, this is Mary for Stampin' Camp with Mary, and today is There's a Card Thursday. Today I want to show you mainly the process of developing a card, designing it and everything. I have been working on this card for a couple of days. Let's bring this up so you're going to be able to see all of these cards. So I started out, I wanted a man card, so I'm using A Good Man, the new stamp set. I really love this. It's great for watercoloring, coloring, or whatever. But I wanted a fairly simple card, fairly nice, but I wanted a little wow. I wanted to also use up some of my old designer series paper, because this is a great man's. These are the wood texture paper, and it's a good man card. So I thought, okay, it's a man card, so I wanted to use a simple technique, something for men, and so I wanted to use neutrals. So this is what I came up with. I cased somebody and they had something similar. They had a strip here, they had a few other things, and they had different picture and stuff, but it was relatively like that. And I thought I'd use Sierra Sand. And Sierra Sand goes with everything, so I'm using Night of Navy, and it didn't really pop. So the next one I tried, well, let's try a different color. So I used Crumb Cake. A little bit better, I like that, but it's still something, and I was too lazy to get out my embossing folders, or I'd embossed it. But it still was lacking something, so I thought, well, either I'm going to stamp around here or I'm going to make this bigger. So I made that bigger. I took out another piece of designer series paper, some of the scraps, and so I made it bigger. It was really nice. This is good. A little bit better. It's your day with the guy in a thing and relax your way. It's nice, but it still wasn't there. So I decided I'd use another color. So I got Mossy Meadow, but it's still just a little bit off. It still doesn't pop. I mean, a great card. Everybody would be really liking this. So I decided I needed to make something pop. So this is what we're going to do today. Let's see if you can see this a little bit better. Let's bring this down for you to see. What I did was I still used the 6x4, 3x4 and a quarter. I just framed this with Night of Navy, and I really like how it popped. If I wanted to do anything else, I may do this in peacock, pretty peacock, and put their scalloped ribbon on it, not tied, because a man card doesn't have a tied bow, just a tied ribbon. And I may have done Mossy Meadow hearts or something in the background. But this is what we're going to do today. So what we're going to need to do this is we are going to need the Good Man stamp set. For ink, I am using my Night of Navy spot. I am using an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Mossy Meadow. I have, okay, where are they? Oh, there they are. I have a piece of 2.5 by 3 inches, very vanilla. And then I had cut a 2.5 by 4 1/4, and then I just used the rest of this, and I cut that, used the gap. And then I've got a 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 Night of Navy, and then I punched out another everyday label punch from the Night of Navy. What else I used is we're going to use a piece of 4 1/4 by 3 inches of the wood textures. This is retired, but I'm sure you guys have some man type wood texture designer series paper. I wanted to use this up, and this is just perfect. We're going to use that. We are going to use the Everyday Label Punch. Okay, there we go, an Everyday Label Punch. And we are going to use glue dots and Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to get out is, I love this A Good Man. This is going to be great for doing some watercoloring and things like that. So I'm just going to get out this, and I'm going to take, there, I'm going to take my Very Vanilla. I'm going to ink this up with the Night of Navy. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle of there. Mary is wonderful, Mary is wonderful, Mary is wonderful. There we go. Okay, so I've got that stamped. Now I'm just going to take that, and I'm going to put the glue dots, and I'm going to glue that right on there. And so I'm going to layer it on, just like that, okay? There. And then I am going to take my texture, wood texture, just like that, put that on there. I'm going to take, I already cut out the, oh, there we go. I already cut out the Everyday Label Punch, because I cut out a bunch of those when I was trying to design this, because I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I've got a bunch of those. And I'm going to take the It's Your Day, and I'm going to just ink that up. Let's bring this down just a little more. And I'm going to stamp that right there. And then what I'm going to do, I wanted to frame this, but we don't have a bigger frame for the frame, the punch. So now I could do two things. I could make 4 of these and cut them and stretch them and put, you know, one up here, and one over that way. Or I could do a shadow like this, or like this, or like that, and do a shadow. But I'm going to do something. I'm just going to elongate it. So I'm going to cut that in half. And you don't have to be precise. It doesn't have to be the exact thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your, right on the edges, you want it on the one that is going to be the smaller, even though this isn't smaller. This part is smaller, but you want it right there. And then you're just going to line this up and attach that, and then you're going to do the same thing with this. I liked lining my bottom up to a line because I don't cut straight, and I'll know I'll get it pretty well on there. And again, what we're going to do is just put some glue dots, and we're going to just guess, just like that. Okay? So you got this. Now what I'm going to do is I want this to pop just a little more, so I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And I'm going to then attach those just like that. I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put "It's your day, relax your way." I'm going to put "Relax your way" on the inside. I don't usually do the inside of my cards until I'm ready to send them, but I need Min's birthday cards or Father's Day cards, but I'm going to put it right like that. So now I wouldn't call this a simple card, but it's a little more advanced card for you to do. I like it because it does pop. I think it's really cool. There we go. So remember to follow me on YouTube, and all the information to buy this is down below. I'd really appreciate it if you help me in my small business get ahead. So and purchase from me. Thanks for visiting, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.